It's with great pleasure and much relief that lawmakers are close to giving final approval to the state lottery and lottery-funded scholarships. From the state capitol, this is Speaker of the House Robbie Wills. Both chambers on Wednesday passed identical bills. They will crisscross each other on the way to final votes in the other chamber. The governor is expected to sign the bills into law early next week. This has been a long process. We began working on this bill 5 months ago, almost immediately after Arkansas voters gave the General Assembly the authority to establish a lottery, with lottery proceeds funding college scholarships. There are a lot of people in both chambers to thank for their hard work, but I want to take this moment to thank Lieutenant Governor Bill Halter for his leadership. Mr. Halter led the effort physically and in large part financially to get the measure on the November ballot. I'd also like to thank Governor Mike Beebe for his leadership in crafting the legislation. He also had a lot of good ideas, and we put some of those ideas into today's legislation. None of us saw eye to eye on every point, but all of us can agree we have some good legislation that will lead to an efficient and fair state lottery. The legislation creates a 9-member commission and a legislative oversight committee to oversee lottery operations. It proposes a sliding scale in which scholarship amounts would depend on the amount of revenue the lottery generates. Those estimates currently range from $55 million a year to more than $100 million a year. We've set a range of scholarship amounts because we shouldn't promise larger awards than we can wind up giving if revenues don't reach the optimum levels. Students will be required to have a 2.5 grade point average or score a 19 on the ACT to be eligible for a lottery scholarship and maintain a 2.5 GPA in college to keep it. The legislation also includes some of the toughest ethics provisions of any lottery statute in the country, including a 2-year cooling off period before former lottery employees could lobby on lottery-related issues. Also during the week, the governor signed into law the additional 1% cut in the state sales tax on groceries and the expansion of the Our Kids First health insurance program. We've made great strides on numerous issues this session. We're working to get more Arkansans into higher education because more learning equals a higher standard of living and higher incomes. We're trying to improve the health of our citizens, and we're trying to save their lives through the creation of a trauma system. Great gains have been made, and more good work continues in these last few weeks of the 87th General Assembly's regular session in Little Rock. Until next time, from the state capitol, this is Speaker of the House, Robbie Wills.